Hello coin enthusiasts and collectors. Today we're exploring the fascinating world of the 1994 50-cent coin from Fiji. Although Fiji may be a small island nation, its coinage offers unique stories and design elements that reflect the region's rich cultural heritage and tropical beauty. In this video we'll dive into the details of the 1994 50-cent coin, looking at its distinctive design, historical background, and current market value. This coin may be from a place known for sun-drenched beaches, but in the world of numismatics, it shines as a collectible with significance beyond its face value. Let's start by examining the coin's design, which gives us a glimpse into Fijian culture. On the obverse, we find a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a symbol of Fiji's past as a British colony and its continued association with the Commonwealth. This portrait was designed by Raphael Maklouf and is instantly recognizable to collectors of British and Commonwealth coins, as it captures the Queen with a serene yet stately expression. Around her image, the text reads Elizabeth II and Fiji 1994, marking both the nation of origin and the year of minting. For collectors, this design serves as a reminder of the Queen's role and influence, even in distant lands, and her continued presence on Fiji's currency signifies the island's historical ties to the UK. On the reverse side of the 1994 Fijian 50-cent coin, we encounter a design that celebrates the country's rich natural environment and culture. Here, the central feature is the image of a traditional Fijian outrigger canoe, known locally as a kamakau. The kamakau, with its large sail, represents Fiji's maritime traditions and its people's strong connection to the sea, which has been central to their way of life for generations. Beneath the canoe, the denomination 50 cents is clearly inscribed. This simple yet meaningful design captures Fiji's essence, an island nation with a proud heritage, symbolized by a vessel that has carried Fijians across their waters for centuries. Historically, the 1994 50-cent coin comes from a period when Fiji was strengthening its identity as an independent nation. Though the country gained independence from the United Kingdom in 1970, it maintained close ties with the Commonwealth, and the Queen's image continued to appear on Fijian coins. The kamakau design is especially meaningful as it was chosen to highlight the importance of traditional crafts and indigenous knowledge, reinforcing a sense of national pride. This coin, then, is not just currency, it's a small tribute to Fijian heritage and its evolving identity. Now, let's talk about the coin's market value. Being a more recent issue and widely circulated, the 1994 50-cent coin from Fiji is generally accessible to collectors. In circulated condition, it often holds only its face value, or a slight premium, especially among those outside Fiji who collect Commonwealth coins. However, coins in uncirculated or mint condition may fetch between $100 and $500, depending on their quality and the buyer's interest. It's worth noting that some collectors place extra value on coins with flawless surfaces and sharp detailing, as these examples highlight the original beauty of the design. If you have a 1994 Fijian 50-cent coin and want to evaluate it, focus on its condition. Coins free from scratches, dents, or tarnish will always be more desirable. Also, while rare, any unusual minting errors, such as off-center strikes or die cracks, could increase its value to collectors who specialize in error coins. These kinds of variations, though not common, make a coin more unique and can add to its collectible appeal. Whether you're interested in adding this coin to your collection or simply learning more about its story, the 1994 Fijian 50-cent coin is a fantastic piece that connects the collector to Fiji's cultural heritage and maritime history. Online marketplaces, coin shops, and collectible forums often have listings for this coin, and they're great places to explore if you're curious about its current market trends or connecting with fellow collectors. In summary, the 1994 50-cent coin from Fiji may be a modest piece, but it reflects Fiji's spirit, from the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II to the symbolic outrigger canoe on its reverse. It's a beautiful example of how coins can carry meaning far beyond their monetary value, representing tradition, independence, and national pride. Next up, the 1998 Australian 50-cent coin. The 50-cent denomination is one of the most iconic in Australian currency, not just for its unique size and diagonal 12-sided shape, but also for its ability to reflect elements of Australia's national identity and heritage. In this video, we'll explore the 1998 50-cent coin, examining its unique design, historical background, and potential value in today's market. So, if you're a coin collector or just curious about Australian currency, stick around as we dive into the details of this memorable piece. Let's start with the design of this coin, which is distinctively Australian. On the obverse or front, we have the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This likeness was created by British sculptor Raphael Makhlouf and was used on Australian coins from 1985 to 1998, meaning that the 1998 50-cent coin was among the last to feature this particular portrait. In this design, the Queen is shown in a dignified profile, wearing the royal diadem crown and matching earrings. The inscription around her image reads, Elizabeth II Australia 1998, marking the coin's origin and year of minting. For collectors, this design is a reflection of Australia's ties to the Commonwealth and the long-standing reign of Queen Elizabeth II, who played a significant role in many Australians' lives. Turning to the reverse side, we encounter a beautiful rendition of the Australian coat of arms. This design, which has adorned the 50-cent coin since 1966, features a shield with the symbols of 6 Australian states, representing the nation's unity. On either side of the shield are Australia's beloved national animals, the kangaroo and the emu. These animals were chosen not only because they are uniquely Australian, but also because they are unable to move backward easily, symbolizing the nation's forward progress. The star atop the coat of arms, known as the Commonwealth Star, has 7 points, 1 for each of the 6 states and a 7th representing the territories. The detail and craftsmanship in this design make the 50-cent coin one of Australia's most recognizable and iconic pieces of currency. Historically, the 1998 50-cent coin came at a stable time in Australian currency history, following the change from silver to a copper-nickel composition. This change was initially made in 1969 due to the rising cost of silver, and by 1998 the copper-nickel alloy had become the standard. Despite this shift, the 50-cent coin retained its status as Australia's largest circulating coin in both size and value, serving as a symbol of Australian pride and national identity. The year 1998 was also notable as it marked the end of the Makhlouf portrait, as Australia would switch to the Ian Rank Broadley portrait of the Queen the following year. So the 1998 50-cent coin holds a special place as a transitional piece in Australian numismatics. Now, let's discuss the coin's value. In circulated condition, the 1998 Australian 50-cent coin generally retains its face value, as it is still widely available and common in Australia. However, coins in uncirculated or mint condition are worth more to collectors who prize high-quality examples of standard currency. Depending on its condition, an uncirculated 1998 50-cent coin could fetch around $100 to $500 odd on the collector's market. While this may not seem like a large premium, the value can increase if the coin exhibits any unique minting errors, such as die cracks or off-center strikes. These kinds of errors, though rare, are always intriguing to collectors and add uniqueness to the coin. If you have a 1998 Australian 50-cent coin, take a closer look at its condition. Coins free from scratches, wear, and tarnish are always more desirable, especially to those collecting coins in pristine form. Any visible errors could also increase its value, so it's worth inspecting your coin carefully. For those interested in acquiring a 1998 50-cent coin or similar Australian currency, there are plenty of ways to find them. Online marketplaces, coin shows, and numismatic shops offer a wide selection, making it easy to explore prices and examine various coin conditions. Whether you're a dedicated collector or simply fascinated by currency, this coin is a classic piece of Australian heritage worth adding to any collection. In conclusion, the 1998 Australian 50-cent coin may be a staple of everyday currency, but it's much more than just pocket change. With its unique dodecagonal shape, enduring designs of Queen Elizabeth II and the Australian coat of arms, and its status as a transitional piece in coin history, this coin is a true gem for collectors and admirers of Australian culture. Next up, the 1973 50-cent coin. This coin is a classic piece from Australia's early days of decimal currency and represents the country's fascinating shift from traditional British currency to the distinctively Australian dollar system. With its large, unique 12-sided shape and iconic design, the 1973 50-cent coin is a standout in Australian numismatics. In this video, we'll cover its design, historical background, and current value in today's market. So let's get started on this journey into a true piece of Aussie history. On the obverse, or front, of the 1973 Australian 50-cent coin, we have the recognizable portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Arnold Machine. This portrait was widely used across Commonwealth nations and features the Queen wearing a laurel wreath, a symbol often associated with victory and honor. The surrounding text reads Elizabeth II Australia 1973, marking both the coin's origin and year of issue. This was the first official portrait of the Queen on Australian decimal coins and remained in use for many years, making it an iconic design among collectors who seek coins from her reign. Now, let's look at the reverse side, where we find a striking rendition of the Australian coat of arms. This design, first introduced on the 50-cent coin in 1966, remains a constant and beloved symbol on Australian currency. In the center is a shield divided into 6 parts, each representing one of the 6 states of Australia. On either side of the shield stand the kangaroo and emu, 2 of Australia's most recognized animals, chosen for their inability to walk backward, symbolizing the country's forward momentum. Above the shield sits the 7-pointed Commonwealth star, with 1 point for each of the 6 states and an additional point representing the territories. This reverse design, with its rich symbolism, highlights Australia's unity, resilience, and unique wildlife, making it one of the most distinct and meaningful designs in Australian coin history. The 1973 issue was part of Australia's transition to using copper-nickel alloy for the 50-cent coin, as earlier coins from 1966 were made of 80% silver. This change was primarily driven by the rising cost of silver, which made it impractical to continue minting large, high-value coins from this precious metal. By 1973, the copper-nickel version was well established and had become Australia's largest and most prominent circulating coin, known for its durability and iconic shape. In terms of market value, the 1973 50-cent coin is relatively accessible, especially in circulated condition, given that millions were minted and widely distributed. Coins in average circulated condition are typically worth their face value. However, if you're lucky enough to find a 1973 50-cent coin in uncirculated or near mint condition, it can be worth more, usually fetching around $300 to $1,000 odd on the collector's market, depending on its condition. Collectors often seek these higher-grade examples for their historical significance and well-preserved details. Coins with any notable minting errors, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or other unique features, may have additional appeal and higher value, as these errors add an element of rarity. If you own a 1973 50-cent coin, it's worth examining it closely to assess its condition. Look for any signs of wear or blemishes, as coins in pristine or nearly unblemished condition are the most desirable. Given its significance as an early decimal coin with iconic designs, this 50-cent piece is a wonderful addition to any collection, whether you're focused on Australian currency or broader Commonwealth coinage. For those interested in purchasing or learning more about the 1973 50-cent coin, online marketplaces, coin shops, and coin shows are great places to explore. They often have a range of examples, allowing you to compare prices and examine coin conditions. Collecting Australian currency provides a glimpse into the country's cultural heritage and history, and the 1973 50-cent coin is a classic piece that captures this beautifully. In summary, the 1973 Australian 50-cent coin is not only a unique part of everyday currency, but also a symbol of Australian identity, from the Queen's portrait to the rich symbolism of the coat of arms. This coin stands out for its iconic design, collectible value, and historical significance as a part of Australia's decimal coin history. Next up, the year 2000 Australian 50-cent coin. This coin carries a lot of interest for collectors, not just because it's part of Australia's decimal currency system, but also due to the unique variations it presents, including a highly sought-after error variant. This 12-sided coin combines Australian heritage, history, and even some numismatic mystery, making it an exciting addition to any collection. So let's dive into the design, historical significance, and market value of the 2000 Australian 50-cent coin, especially focusing on what collectors are most interested in the in-Q's Millennium variety. Starting with the design, the obverse or front features the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This likeness, which was introduced in 1998, is characterized by a more mature and realistic portrayal of the Queen, marking a shift from earlier designs. The inscription around her image reads Elizabeth II Australia 2000, identifying the origin and mint year. This particular portrait is known for its detailed features, giving it a strong sense of realism that resonates with collectors who appreciate precision and artistry. Turning to the reverse side, we have the classic Australian coat of arms, which has been the standard design for the 50-cent coin since 1966. The coat of arms showcases a shield with emblems representing each of Australia's 6 states, flanked by a kangaroo and an emu, 2 animals unique to Australia and famously known for their inability to walk backward, symbolizing forward progress. At the top is the Commonwealth Star, with 7 points representing the 6 states and the territories, capturing Australia's unity and national pride. The reverse design remains one of Australia's most cherished and recognizable symbols, creating a sense of consistency and tradition in the coin's design. One of the most exciting aspects of the year 2000 Australian 50-cent coin is the Incuse Millennium Error, a rare variation that has intrigued collectors for years. This error version has a unique feature. Instead of the usual raised design, the cross on the Union Jack within the Australian coat of arms is incuse, meaning it is pressed into the coin instead of being raised. This small but significant variation is a result of a minting error, making it exceptionally rare and highly prized among collectors. While millions of regular 2050-cent coins were minted, only a limited number exhibit this incuse cross, making it a true collector's item and greatly increasing its value on the numismatic market. Now let's talk value. For a standard 2000 Australian 50-cent coin in circulated condition, the coin generally holds its face value, as it's widely available and not considered rare. However, in uncirculated or near mint condition, the standard 2050-cent coin can fetch around $100 to $500 odd, depending on its condition. But if you have the rare Incuse Millennium Error version, its value is significantly higher. These error coins can command hundreds of dollars from collectors, with pristine examples fetching even more. It's worth noting that the Incuse error has become one of the most sought-after varieties in recent Australian numismatics, appealing to collectors who prize coins with unique or unusual features. If you're fortunate enough to own a 2050-cent coin, it's worth closely inspecting the Union Jack on the reverse side to see if you have the Incuse cross variety. This could transform an ordinary coin into a valuable collectible. As with any coin, condition is a key factor in its value, so coins free from scratches, wear, or tarnish will always be more desirable, especially when it comes to rarer varieties like the Incuse error. In conclusion, the 2000 Australian 50-cent coin is not only a staple of Australia's currency, but also a coin with collectible intrigue thanks to the Incuse Millennium Error. Whether you have a standard version or the rare error coin, this coin holds a special place in Australian numismatics, celebrating both tradition and the occasional quirks of the minting process. Next up, the 1989 Australian 5-cent piece. This coin is part of Australia's decimal currency system and, despite its modest denomination, has a fascinating story and enduring appeal. In this video, we'll explore its design, historical background, and current value in today's collector market. So if you're interested in learning more about this unique little coin, stick around. Let's start with the obverse or front side of the coin, which features a familiar image, Queen Elizabeth II. Designed by Raphael Makhlouf, this portrait of the Queen was used on Australian coins from 1985 to 1998 and shows her wearing the royal diadem crown. The inscription reads Elizabeth II Australia 1989, noting both the country of origin and the year of minting. This was the third official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II used on Australian coins, and it has a refined, almost timeless look with intricate details that collectors still appreciate today. Turning the coin over to the reverse side, we find the beloved echidna design, crafted by Stuart Devlin, a renowned Australian sculptor and jeweler. This iconic image of an echidna, one of Australia's unique native animals, captures the creature curled up with its spiny back and long snout, perfectly symbolizing the country's diverse and distinctive wildlife. The reverse design of the echidna has been on the 5-cent coin since the introduction of decimal currency in 1966, and is recognized and cherished as a classic symbol of Australian coinage. The 1989 5-cent coin is made of copper nickel ensuring its durability and resistance to corrosion. Weighing in at 2.83 grams and measuring 19.41 millimeters in diameter, it has a reeded edge, giving it that satisfying texture familiar to many. Although it's a small coin, its design and quality materials make it a piece that stands up to everyday wear while preserving its appearance, even after years in circulation. When it comes to value, the 1989 5-cent coin is generally worth its face value in circulated condition, given that millions were minted that year and they remain in circulation today. However, if you come across a 1989 5-cent coin in uncirculated or near mint condition, it may be valued slightly higher among collectors, often fetching around $100 to $300 odd. This value can vary based on condition, with pristine examples free from scratches or wear being the most desirable. Coins with unusual mint errors, such as die cracks or misstrikes, can be even more valuable, as these rarities are sought after by collectors. For those interested in Australian currency, the 1989 5-cent coin is a fantastic piece to hold on to, especially in high-grade condition. It's a small but essential part of Australia's decimal currency history and a symbol of national pride, capturing both a period in time and the country's love for its unique wildlife. Whether you're a new collector or an experienced numismatist, this coin is a charming reminder of the everyday currency that holds a place in Australian culture and coin collecting alike. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the Australian 10-cent coin has been a staple of everyday currency since its introduction in 1966, and in good condition, it carries both historical value and collector interest. In this video, we'll cover the coin's design features, its significance in Australia's currency history, and what you might expect in terms of value if you have one in good condition. So let's take a closer look at this well-loved coin. Starting with the obverse, or front side, of the coin, we see a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a feature on all Australian coins in the decimal series. The specific portrait varies depending on the year the coin was minted. The earlier coins from 1966 to 1984 display Arnold Machin's portrait of a youthful Queen Elizabeth. From 1985 to 1998, the design shifts to Raphael Makhlouf's portrayal of the Queen with a slightly more mature and realistic look. Coins minted from 1999 onward feature Ian Rank Broadley's more detailed depiction of Her Majesty. Each portrait carries its own unique charm, making the obverse side of the 10-cent coin a historical progression of Australia's relationship with the monarchy. Flipping the coin over to the reverse side, we find a beautifully intricate design of a lyrebird, one of Australia's most iconic and beloved native animals. The lyrebird, known for its extraordinary tail feathers that resemble the shape of a lyre and its incredible ability to mimic sounds, is an ideal symbol of Australian wildlife. The design, crafted by the talented Stuart Devlin, is one of the most recognizable images on Australian currency. The lyrebird's elegant, fan-like tail feathers spread across the coin's surface, making this small piece of currency a miniature work of art. Devlin's design has remained on the 10-cent coin since its inception and continues to be admired for its detail and representation of Australian biodiversity. In terms of material, the Australian 10-cent coin is made of copper-nickel, ensuring durability and giving it a bright silver appearance. The coin weighs 5.65 grams and has a diameter of 23.6 millimeters, with a reeded edge for added texture and grip. Its size and design make it easy to spot, and the coin's robustness has allowed many older 10-cent pieces to survive in good condition even after years of circulation. Now, let's discuss value. In circulated condition, most 10-cent coins are worth their face value, as they remain common in Australia's currency system. However, a 10-cent coin in good, uncirculated condition, especially older pieces from the 1960s or 1970s, can fetch between $100 and $500 odd among collectors. Coins that are in particularly pristine condition, showing no signs of wear, can be even more desirable. Additionally, if you happen to have a coin with any notable minting errors, such as misstrikes, off-centers, or die cracks, its value could be significantly higher, as error coins are rare and highly sought after in the collecting community. The Australian 10-cent coin may be small, but it's a valuable piece of history and artistry. It represents the rich heritage of Australia's wildlife and its long-standing ties to the British monarchy, making it a fascinating piece to add to any coin collection. Whether you've got an older 10-cent coin or a more recent one, this coin holds sentimental and historical value, serving as a daily reminder of Australia's cultural symbols. Next up, the 1980 Australian 10-cent coin, a piece that's been in circulation for decades and still holds a special place in Australian currency history. In this video, we'll explore the design, historical context, and current collector value of the 1980 10-cent coin. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned numismatist, this small yet iconic coin has a story worth sharing, so let's dive in. Starting with the obverse or front side, we have the distinguished portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, crafted by the talented British sculptor Arnold Machin. This portrait was used on Australian coins from 1966 to 1984 and depicts a young queen wearing a regal tiara. The inscription around the portrait reads Elizabeth II Australia 1980, noting both the country and the minting year. Machin's portrait of Queen Elizabeth is renowned for its simplicity and elegance, and on this coin, it reflects a period when Australia's currency was solidifying its place in the decimal system. For many collectors, this classic image of the Queen adds significant charm and historical relevance to the coin. Turning over to the reverse side, we find the beloved lyrebird design, which has been a constant on the 10-cent coin since its introduction in 1966. Designed by Stuart Devlin, the lyrebird is one of Australia's most recognized animals, famous for its distinctive tail feathers and its extraordinary ability to mimic sounds. Devlin's design captures the grace of the lyrebird with a detailed depiction of its fan-like tail feathers, which spread across the coin's surface with artistic intricacy. This design is celebrated not only for its beauty but also for its representation of Australian wildlife, symbolizing both the diversity and uniqueness of Australia's natural world. The 1980 10-cent coin is made from copper nickel, which gives it a durable silver appearance. It weighs 5.65 grams and has a diameter of 23.6 millimeters, with a reeded edge that adds a classic touch and makes it easily identifiable by touch. Coins from this period were well crafted to withstand the demands of circulation, so it's not uncommon to find them in decent condition even decades later. In terms of value, the 1980 10-cent coin typically holds its face value when found in circulated condition, as millions were produced and they remain relatively common in circulation. However, if you have a 1980 10-cent coin in uncirculated or near mint condition, its value can be slightly higher among collectors, often in the range of $100 to $400 odd. Coins with unique minting errors, such as misstrikes or die cracks, could hold even greater value as error coins tend to be rare and highly collectible. For anyone interested in Australian currency, the 1980 10-cent coin is a lovely piece to own. It captures a moment in Australia's currency history and reflects the country's pride in its unique wildlife, making it a meaningful addition to any collection. This coin isn't just about its monetary worth, it's about the artistry and heritage it represents, serving as a reminder of Australia's journey in decimal currency and the iconic designs that have come to symbolize it. Next up, the 2017 Australian 10-cent coin. Though still in circulation, this coin carries a bit of history and a unique charm with its elegant design and connection to Australian wildlife. In this video, we'll cover the details of the 2017 10-cent coin, its design, background, and how it fares in today's collector market. Whether you're a new collector or have been collecting for years, there's always something fascinating to discover in these small but iconic coins. Starting with the obverse or front of the 2017 10-cent coin, we see Queen Elizabeth II, as designed by the renowned British engraver Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait has been featured on Australian coins since 1999 and offers a realistic portrayal of a mature Queen Elizabeth II wearing a small crown. Around the portrait are the words Elizabeth II Australia 2017, showing the country of origin and mint year. Rank Broadley's design is appreciated for its detail and realism, providing continuity in the representation of the Queen on Australian currency. Now, on to the reverse side where we see a true symbol of Australian coinage, the lyrebird. This design, created by Stuart Devlin, shows the lyrebird in a stunning pose with its intricately detailed tail feathers spread out. Known for its exceptional mimicry abilities, the lyrebird has been featured on the 10-cent coin since 1966. Devlin's design captures the elegance of the bird with its fanned-out feathers, making the coin instantly recognizable and celebrated for its beauty. This artwork is a reminder of Australia's unique wildlife, adding a touch of national pride to each coin. The 2017 10-cent coin, like others in the series, is made from copper nickel, giving it durability and a polished silver appearance. It weighs approximately 5.65 grams and has a diameter of 23.6 millimeters, with a reeded edge. This design has held up well over the decades, with the coin remaining in excellent condition even after extended time in circulation. When it comes to value, the 2017 10-cent coin is generally worth its face value in circulated condition, as millions were minted that year. However, if you have a 2017 coin in uncirculated or near-perfect condition, it could hold additional value for collectors, typically ranging from $100 to $300 odd, depending on the coin's condition. Rare minting errors like off-centers or die cracks can increase its value, as error coins are a popular niche among collectors. For those passionate about Australian currency, the 2017 10-cent coin is a lovely addition to any collection. Its timeless design and symbolism make it more than just a coin, it's a piece of Australia's natural heritage, representing both tradition and artistry. Whether kept for sentimental value or as part of a broader collection, this coin is sure to bring a bit of history to any collector's portfolio. Next up, the 2011 Australian 10-cent coin. Though small, this coin has become an iconic part of Australia's decimal currency system and is beloved for its timeless design and connection to Australian wildlife. In this video, we'll delve into the details of the 2011 10-cent coin, its design, and its current value in today's collector market. So let's dive in and discover what makes this coin special. Starting with the obverse or front of the 2011 10-cent coin, we have the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This portrait was crafted by Ian Rank Broadley and has been a staple on Australian coins since 1999. Rank Broadley's depiction shows a more mature and realistic portrayal of Her Majesty, wearing a tiara with soft, elegant details that highlight the craftsmanship of the design. Around the portrait, we see the inscription Elizabeth II Australia 2011, marking the coin's origin and mint year. This image of the Queen not only connects Australia to the British Commonwealth, but also reflects the continuity of tradition across Australia's currency. Turning to the reverse side, we find one of the most iconic images in Australian numismatics, the lyrebird. Known for its unique tail feathers and amazing ability to mimic sounds, the lyrebird is a symbol of Australian wildlife and resilience. The artist behind this stunning depiction is Stuart Devlin, who designed Australia's decimal coinage series. The lyrebird's long, feathered tail takes up most of the coin's surface, creating a sense of elegance and movement. This design has been a hallmark of the 10-cent coin since its introduction in 1966, and it remains one of Australia's most cherished coin images, appreciated for its detail and artistry. The 2011 10-cent coin, like other years in the series, is made of a durable copper-nickel alloy. It weighs 5.65 grams, has a diameter of 23.6 millimeters, and features a reeded edge, giving it a classic coin texture. The combination of these materials and design elements makes the coin durable and able to retain its luster even after years in circulation. Now, on to its value. In circulated condition, the 2011 10-cent coin is typically worth its face value, as these coins were minted in large numbers and remain in everyday use. However, if you have a 2011 10-cent coin in uncirculated or near-mint condition, it could be valued higher by collectors, often around $100 to $300 odd, depending on its condition. Coins with errors, such as die cracks, off-centers, or other minting anomalies, may have an even higher value due to their rarity and the interest they generate among collectors. For those passionate about Australian coinage, the 2011 10-cent coin is a wonderful piece to add to your collection. Not only does it showcase beautiful Australian wildlife through the lyrebird design, but it also marks a specific moment in the history of Australia's currency. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2011 Australian 10-cent coin is a lovely representation of both tradition and artistry in a small but meaningful form. Next up, the 1989 Australian 5-cent piece. This coin is part of Australia's decimal currency system and, despite its modest denomination, has a fascinating story and enduring appeal. In this video, we'll explore its design, historical background, and current value in today's collector market. So if you're interested in learning more about this unique little coin, stick around. Let's start with the obverse, or front side, of the coin, which features a familiar image Queen Elizabeth II. Designed by Raphael Makloff, this portrait of the Queen was used on Australian coins from 1985 to 1998 and shows her wearing the royal diadem crown. The inscription reads Elizabeth II Australia 1989, noting both the country of origin and the year of minting. This was the third official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II used on Australian coins, and it has a refined, almost timeless look with intricate details that collectors still appreciate today. Turning the coin over to the reverse side, we find the beloved echidna design, crafted by Stuart Devlin, a renowned Australian sculptor and jeweler. This iconic image of an echidna, one of Australia's unique native animals, captures the creature curled up with its spiny back and long snout, perfectly symbolizing the country's diverse and distinctive wildlife. The reverse design of the echidna has been on the 5-cent coin since the introduction of decimal currency in 1966 and is recognized and cherished as a classic symbol of Australian coinage. The 1989 5-cent coin is made of copper nickel, ensuring its durability and resistance to corrosion. Weighing in at 2.83 grams and measuring 19.41 millimeters in diameter, it has a reeded edge, giving it that satisfying texture familiar to many. Although it's a small coin, its design and quality materials make it a piece that stands up to everyday wear while preserving its appearance, even after years in circulation. When it comes to value, the 1989 5-cent coin is generally worth its face value in circulated condition, given that millions were minted that year and they remain in circulation today. However, if you come across a 1989 5-cent coin in uncirculated or near mint condition, it may be valued slightly higher among collectors, often fetching around $100 to $300 odd. This value can vary based on condition, with pristine examples free from scratches or wear being the most desirable. Coins with unusual mint errors, such as die cracks or misstrikes, can be even more valuable, as these rarities are sought after by collectors. For those interested in Australian currency, the 1989 5-cent coin is a fantastic piece to hold on to, especially in high-grade condition. It's a small but essential part of Australia's decimal currency history and a symbol of national pride, capturing both a period in time and the country's love for its unique wildlife. Whether you're a new collector or an experienced numismatist, this coin is a charming reminder of the everyday currency that holds a place in Australian culture and coin collecting alike. Next up, the 2011 Australian 10-cent coin. Though small, this coin has become an iconic part of Australia's decimal currency system and is beloved for its timeless design and connection to Australian wildlife. In this video, we'll delve into the details of the 2011 10-cent coin, its design, and its current value in today's collector market. So let's dive in and discover what makes this coin special. Starting with the obverse, or front, of the 2011 10-cent coin, we have the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This portrait was crafted by Ian Rank Broadley and has been a staple on Australian coins since 1999. Rank Broadley's depiction shows a more mature and realistic portrayal of Her Majesty wearing a tiara with soft, elegant details that highlight the craftsmanship of the design. Around the portrait, we see the inscription Elizabeth II Australia 2011 marking the coin's origin and mint year. This image of the Queen not only connects Australia to the British Commonwealth but also reflects the continuity of tradition across Australia's currency. Turning to the reverse side, we find one of the most iconic images in Australian numismatics, the lyrebird. Known for its unique tail feathers and amazing ability to mimic sounds, the lyrebird is a symbol of Australian wildlife and resilience. The artist behind this stunning depiction is Stuart Devlin, who designed Australia's decimal coinage series. The lyrebird's long, feathered tail takes up most of the coin's surface, creating a sense of elegance and movement. This design has been a hallmark of the 10-cent coin since its introduction in 1966, and it remains one of Australia's most cherished coin images, appreciated for its detail and artistry. The 2011 10-cent coin, like other years in the series, is made of a durable copper-nickel alloy. It weighs 5.65 grams, has a diameter of 23.6 millimeters, and features a reeded edge, giving it a classic coin texture. The combination of these materials and design elements makes the coin durable and able to retain its luster even after years in circulation. Now, on to its value. In circulated condition, the 2011 10-cent coin is typically worth its face value, as these coins were minted in large numbers and remain in everyday use. However, if you have a 2011 10-cent coin in uncirculated or near mint condition, it could be valued higher by collectors, often around $100 to $300 odd, depending on its condition. Coins with errors, such as die cracks, off-centers, or other minting anomalies, may have an even higher value due to their rarity and the interest they generate among collectors. For those passionate about Australian coinage, the 2011 10-cent coin is a wonderful piece to add to your collection. Not only does it showcase beautiful Australian wildlife through the lyrebird design, but it also marks a specific moment in the history of Australia's currency. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2011 Australian 10-cent coin is a lovely representation of both tradition and artistry in a small but meaningful form. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of the 1989 Australian 5-cent coin. If you enjoyed learning about this piece, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fascinating coin content. Until next time, happy collecting!